quick thing about where you place the anchor. So my bands are anchored right here. Right here. So with where you place the bag, actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move the mat because that's easier to do. Where you're hitting from or where you're swinging at, if the bands are anchored like over here, changing where the anchor is in relation to where you're standing, that'll change the path that the LSR bands are making you want to force the club. So for instance, let's say I take my mat here and I move it more out in front of the bag. Okay. So if I take the orange band, doesn't really matter. So I take my orange band, okay. So number one, if I do that hinge and turn, if I do that backswing, you can see that I'm stretching this band more this way because it's anchored more behind me. Therefore, that club in my hands are going to want to go more behind me. Therefore, let's say you're a golfer who really wants to go out here as they swing back. Well, you want to put that anchor more behind you when you set it up. Okay. The other thing is you're coming down. Okay, and you got to think of this too. That anchor, from the anchor on the bag to the club head, that's pointed this direction. Therefore, I'm going to go back when we were I'm coming down. Look where that's pointed. That band is pointed to the right of that yellow and black golf bag, right? Which is pretty far, what we call inside out. Inside out. So if you want to get more inside out like this, then you do well to place that anchor more behind you. If you try to go outside in with the deal angled more inside out, okay, if I try to go more over here and then I try to go across the ball, you're likely just, the thing's not going to come off. But yeah, put that anchor inside. Put that anchor inside if you want to get more inside out. On the contrary, let's say you're a golfer who struggles with too far inside out and you hook the ball and push the ball. Okay. So what you can do is you can put the anchor more over here, or I'm just going to move the mat more down here. So this would be more of a bias for actually a more outside in path. This band's going to be angled, so it's going to be making the club want to be forced more across your body. This would be for your golfer who hooks the ball or pushes the ball due to an excessively inside out path. Okay, so what's this look like? And this might even be, you probably, if you hook the ball, probably don't want to put the anchor in front of you too much. Probably just have it level. You probably never want to have the anchor out in front of you. For all you out to in players, put the anchor behind you though, like more over here. This would be for your too far inside out player. So what you'll notice is this band's pointed over here now, which means this is going to make me want to force my hands more vertical, more outward. I'm still turning, but my hands are going more outward because that's where the band and the club are pointed. Now coming down, what you'll notice, that club's coming a little more from the outside in. So if I hook the ball, if I get too far inside out, this would actually be a good thing. You'll notice that band's pointed more to the left, a more leftward path. And as I swing through here, I swung pretty far to left field, as you can see. If I swing too far inside out, you'd want to put the anchor more straight behind you. Given where this is pointed, where it's on the club, this is pointed this way. If you're more of a player who gets here, well, you have the shaft pointed clear out here, and your downswing, the band on the club, this is going to point your shaft more this way, so you can get less inside out. It's still going to make you want to swing more straight. I think the cool thing is though, if you're trying to get more inside out and you put this bag more inside from where you're swinging from, I think this is interesting. If you try to go outside in, when you got this thing angled inside out, it doesn't want you to do that. It really doesn't want you to do that. So this really does a good job of just training, grooving an inside out path. If you tend to go this way and you want to go this way, this does a really good job of helping that. And then also, if you're too far inside out, This can also do a good job of getting you less inside out, just due to the nature of the forces going on. So if you're too far in here, too far in here, so like if you're too far this way, this can help you get more across it. This gets you more leftward with your path. So those are the two variants in which you can place the bag. That's just what it looks like from the side view. So you know, you can have the anchor. You can have the anchor more behind you. That would train more inside out. You can have the anchor more straight on. Wouldn't train outside in, it would just train a straighter path. I mean, I guess it could be, if you're too far inside out, that's kind of what you want. You want to be a little bit outside in, but that seldom golfers, honestly. Most golfers are outside in. So most of y'all who use this, who end up using this, you're probably going to want to put the anchor inside. So that's just what it looks like when you're moving that anchor point from where you're hitting from the side view. So hopefully that helps.